folks. You're listening to Feeling All Right with Buck and Chuck, and we're proud to have the Right Reverend Charlie Burns and his wife with us this afternoon. Charlie's a fan of live music, just as we are. We share some common interests. I played that song for you last week, Every Mother's Son,
yes,
by the way.
That's a good song.
Don't act like you listen.
Come on down to my boat, baby. But I heard the rumor.
You know, if I play it for you,
I heard the rumor.
You ought to at least listen to it.
Well, Charlie, why don't you tell us what you and Sarah have done on your working lives there real quick, and then we'll get into some
but don't
stuff.
bore us.
I won't bore you. You know, really, it's both of us were into education. Met in Cincinnati, got married in 1980. 1980.
Ooh, that was close.
What's that, like 14 years ago?
December 20th is coming up soon. 30th anniversary coming up soon.
Congratulations.
Then we actually moved up to the Toledo area that year. And I started a job at Gibsonburg. She started working at different places, but wound up at Wood County. And, we were going to stay here 3 years, and it wound up being 30 now.
Do you know the Maynard family from Gibsonburg?
I recognize the name, but it's been a while since I've had contact with
Is
them.
that Maynard Krebs?
No. It's my brother-in-law's last name. He's from
Okay.
Gibsonburg.
And this portion of the Catawba Characters has been brought to you by...
Well, it's been brought to you by, here, let me get the bottle. American Blush Chablis from the Monami Winery.
And it's an excellent year.
Yeah.
2009, I believe.
I think they do that by the month.
Yes, I do. I do too.
But Chuck and Sarah are two of the people that most of you see around the live wire venues, if you will. Wherever there's live entertainment or even wineries. So what is your affliction, if you will, with live music, and how'd you get started?
Well, I don't know if it's an affliction or not. We just enjoy the company of the people who go out and watch live music. We really started with Buffett. I mean, Sal and I were big Buffett fans. You guys may not know this, but at one time I was the president of the Northwest Ohio Parrothead Club. That lasted for 18 months, and I finally resigned when I said nobody else is doing a damn thing here. And so we got out of that, and we really just enjoy going out, meeting people, being with friends, good wine, cold beer, and it just all blends together. It's very nice.
It does. It seems like every place around this area has got those two ingredients.
Well, they got cold beer today especially.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the stuff on the shelves here is cold. It's anything like this studio.
In case the folks don't know, with this being Thursday and all, the Canned Ham building lost heat. But
Excuse me just a minute, Buck. We have to, I almost forgot, we have to take a moment for our sponsor.
Oh, please.
Charlie, if you'll bear with us, Sarah, we'll be right back. A word from Tommy Johnson from Howard Hanna Realty, who is kind enough to
Heck, folks, after that great
this.
word from Tommy Johnson, we sure hope that if you're in the real estate frame of mind, please give Tommy a try. Charlie, what kind of music do you and Sarah really enjoy? I mean, what's your preference other than, say, Buffett?
Well, besides Buffett, really mostly probably when you sing on old rock and roll. Yeah. Really big Bob Seger fans. We like that.
Jazz and blues.
Jazz and blues. We spend a lot of time when they're around. We go to Bell Mills a lot, the tavern in PC. And Nancy and Jimmy, who own that, a lot of times will bring in a jazz band or a blues band from Cleveland. Yeah, the last one I think was Crazy Marvin, and we just really enjoy that. It's something different. You see the same groups, and a lot of them play the same songs. So it's nice to get a little mix. Yes. I don't know if you've ever picked up on that.
The last time I was at Bell Mills, there was a woman there who was starving for my Marvin.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised by that at Bell Mills.
We could probably name her.
But we won't do that right now.
Well, that was one of the things we talked about on last week's show, which I'm sure you heard, how we always have the same entertainers who sing the same songs, and it just gets so repetitious. It's always nice just to see another new group come in who does not know Brown Eyed Girl and Mustang Sally.
Well, that's true. And it's really, I think it's tough to get people in, but Bell Mills, they do bring some people from Cleveland once in a while. They still bring, Colin DeSant and Tim Blake and things like that. But they mix it up there. It's a different setting, a little closer. We enjoy it there. We really do.
And you run it. You can find the blues. You can find acoustic stuff at the wineries around the area. Paper Moon.
Well, Paper Moon is one of our favorites, Bob.
I heard.
Yeah, we started going there. What, 2 years ago, Sal? A year ago, and they have, just little duos, individuals, and it's nice. Very nice place to go.
Yeah.
And they sell wine.
Whoa, there's that other
That's
ingredient.
right.
And Quarry Hill, I've been watching their schedule, and they're going to get real active after January, as far as having live entertainment.
Good.
So
That's a beautiful
oh, it's
building
gorgeous,
here.
isn't it?
Absolutely beautiful there.
Just beautiful. So Chuck, what else you got going?
Well, I'm kind of curious. I know that you are a ordained minister, and that's hence the reference, Right Reverend. I just want to know what's the story behind that.
Well, it's a story that involved drinking margaritas at Margaritaville. I had a good.
Does that happen?
This is really not what we were looking for, but okay.
I have a good friend. We started teaching together down in Cincinnati. His name's Kurt. We won't go into the last name at this point in time. One of his wives might be listening. But Kurt was going to get married for the third time. Nice girl. They had came up to visit Sarah and I, and we took them to Margaritaville in the summer. It's a beautiful deck. Usually they have some good music there. And we were talking about the upcoming wedding and what we could do. I was the best man in his second wedding, and it was kind of boring to suggest I would be the best man in the third wedding. And
Particularly since the second one didn't take, I guess.
There you go.
it worked for a few years. But and we started going back and forth, and his wife said, well, can you marry us? Because I'm also an attorney. And I said, well, attorneys can't perform weddings in Ohio. I said, you'd have to have a minister or judge do that. And we started talking about it. She said, I think you could get ordained online. And I said, well, I didn't know that. So we talked a little more about it, and sure enough, we got home after we left Margaritaville, sat down on a computer, and in the next 15 minutes, I was an ordained minister. The Universal Church of Life out of Modesto, California. And so I got that in my hand. They sent me a little card. I got that. And I found out in Ohio, you have to be certified by the Secretary of State. So I got a copy of the letter from the church saying I was ordained. I was very excited about that. Sent it to the Secretary of State. And I got a nice letter from him saying that I could perform weddings in Ohio as long as I was in good standing with the church. And so we've been able to do, what, Sal, 3 of them?
Yeah, a couple,
Yeah.
remarriage.
A remarriage and 2 weddings. And, I do it for friends or friends of friends. I like to have a good time doing it. We keep it, somewhat serious, but we also enjoy it. And usually we'll have a glass of wine when we're doing it. And
Last one was at Lakeside.
yeah, last one's at Lakeside a year ago. We performed one on the beach right down from docks about 2 years ago, 3 years ago. We have a nice time doing it.
Now, let's not forget to tell the folks that the main advantage to having this clergyman's license is that you get to park in front of the hospital.
That's true, and I can put my clergy and put it on the dashboard.
And you don't have to park in the garage and everything.
No, you don't.
That's cool.
I didn't want to mention that, Bob.
Well, I was almost ready to,
The port,
dial up the computer
the
and get
Portland
going.
police might be looking for that out at the hospital.
So if you have your disabled tag and that, I guess you could drive right into the waiting room.
You can park any place.
Well, we really do appreciate you all stopping by. And I've only known you for a couple of months now, but it's certainly, you and your lovely wife have added joy to my life. And if I ever consider another marriage, I'm going to give you a call.
Well, do that.
Are you capable of performing a ceremony on the air?
Yes, we could do that. We'd be happy to do that.
It's probably an upcharge.
No, actually, we do it for free or for things that come in tall bottles like that.
Oh, that'd be right up my alley.
Okay, well, as long as you can do that, we can perform it. In fact, we'd enjoy doing it.
All right. Well, we sure appreciate you coming by. Enjoy your glass of wine, and I look forward to seeing you probably as soon as tonight somewhere.
That could happen.
All right. Well, we're going to play another. Once again, this was the Right Reverend Charlie Burns and the lovely Sarah. It is Sarah, isn't it?
It is.
All right.